satanic Illuminati agenda. Today's show I want to expose yet another satanic wolf in sheep's clothing. That is Taylor Swift. She comes across as the dumb, quirky girl that everybody likes. They made her be the victim. She's the victim of harsh breakups. She's the victim of Kanye West running on stage. She's the kind of person that you would not think would be a part of this, but obviously if you're awake, you know that everybody is in on it, and they all are doing the same signs, including Taylor Swift, who actually goes above and beyond a lot of the symbolism. But she comes across as such a nice, quirky girl. Nobody wants to question if she's a part of something satanic or a part of the occult, even though if you read between the lines, you can see what she's a part of because she's showing you and she's telling you. But again, she has a lot of people that defend her, so I expect a lot of people to be upset about this because she plays this sweet, quirky girl. That's her role. The problem is that nobody believes that people are liars because everybody's naive going through life thinking that everything is good and everything's wonderful, and that the liars are people like me who are trying to expose these people. But in reality, we know in the Bible, we learn that the devil himself is the master of all lies, and Satan is the master of all lies. These people all work in the satanic system. They all worship him. They're all liars, they're all deceivers, and she is yet another one, but she comes across, of course, as the perfect girl that everybody should love. She's so wholesome, parents love her, kids love her, but she's a part of it, and I'm about to prove it to you. Let's start with the obvious sign, 666. You see her on multiple magazine covers, holding the 666, she's pretending as if she's tipping her hat. I've tipped a hat before, I've never actually held up a 666 sign blatantly like that. Obviously, if it's on a magazine cover, every inch of your body they're going to go and touch it and put it the way they want it to be. They wanted the three fingers up deliberately while she makes the circle with her thumb touching her index finger, and it couldn't be more obvious she's doing the 666 sign. You can also see her many, many times throw up the devil horns. Yes, people think that it's a symbol for rock and roll because they're clueless. Of course, the devil horns represent Satan. It's this sign, so to speak, more so than the 666. The devil horns is the most obvious sign you'll see, and she does it countless times over and over. You also get her doing the all-seeing eye. I guess another coincidence, right? She puts one hand over her eye on a magazine cover multiple times, holding her hand over her eyes. So you can only see one eye, which represents the eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, which really means the all-seeing eye of Lucifer, who they worship. You'll also see the monarch butterfly. She has it drawn on her face. She has dressed up as the butterfly. This symbolizes that she is under MK Ultra mind control, the monarch butterfly programming, which she's a part of. She's letting you know. You can also see the cage symbolism. We talked about the cage and what the cage represents. I'm going to do a separate video on it, but I talk about it in a lot of the videos. The cage is symbolic of the bondage that they're under, the mental and physical bondage that these musicians are under. But remember, they willingly accept this bondage because they sell their souls because they want this fame and this fortune so much. So they're under mental and physical bondage. It's the handlers that are letting you know that they're under this bondage, not the artist in the video. They have no control over this stuff. The handlers want you to know. They want to put their mark on it and let everyone else out there know that they belong to them, that they're marked property. No different than when somebody would stamp a cow or cattle with an iron and mark it with a number or initials so that somebody knew that that was their property. It's the same exact thing. That's why they do this stuff. You also see mirrors. We talked about mirrors. Did Justin Timberlake's expose. We talked about it in a lot of the witchcraft videos we talked about. The mirrors are symbolic to the gateway to the other side. Mirrors are used to garner spirits, to bring spirits over. They use mirrors in all sorts of dark black magic rituals that they do. It's very dangerous. The mirror also represents the MK Ultra mind control that she has altered. She has split personalities that they created through trauma-based mind control. You can see in the video even the all-seeing eye symbolism with the mirror. The mirror, which is of course in the shape, broken perfectly in the shape of a pyramid, over the eye of this person, and then also over her eye. You can see it mirrored as an all-seeing eye. Again, you also see an all-seeing eye t-shirt in one of these videos, which represents Lucifer, the all-seeing eye. So a lot of these blatantly obvious symbols that we constantly talked about. Of course, you'll see the black and the white tile, the duality, as above, so below, the balance that they're obsessed with, the Baphomet, then the black and white tile, the Freemason Lodge. Freemason lodges, they pay homage to them. You'll see her wearing black and white all the time. She wears it a lot more than most. She wears the black and white tile. You'll see her performing on black and white tiles often. It also is reported she bought a home in Nashville. There's a photo of it online if you want to look it up. An old house or a historic house. is filled with black and white tiles inside of it. You see multiple bikinis wearing it, multiple outfits wearing it. And the black and white tile, just completely symbolic of the Freemasons. It's an homage to them. She's paying homage to them, to her handlers, and they like to flash those symbols to one another to pay homage to each other, to let them know. Just like we talked about the hidden hand symbol and how they want everyone to know who's in it, the secret codes, so they can flash them to each other and brag about it, and let everybody know that the joke's on them, even though everybody who's asleep had no idea that the joke's on them. You'll also see the lightning bolt in one of her videos. Then we talked about lightning, the symbolic of Lucifer. You'll see her get struck, lightning striking near her and her in fear. And then you'll see her do the X over her chest. The X, which represents the Antichrist. The X symbol represents the coming and the worshiping of the Antichrist. That's his symbol. Okay, it's also symbolic in Freemasonry for transformation. For the Scottish rite of Freemasonry, the X means transformation. Transformation over into a worship of Satan and the acceptance of the Antichrist. The word transformation gets used over and over. In Rihanna's anti-diary video, she constantly talks about the transformation that's coming. They're talking about the transformation with the Antichrist, the transformation from this going over to what's coming next, the acceptance of the beast. Okay, the transformation of getting the microchip, the transhuman race that's coming. So that's just more symbolism there. Of course you get Taylor Swift in a bathtub, because everybody takes baths in all these videos. Nobody finds it odd that Eminem's in a bathtub, that Machine Gun Kelly's in a bathtub, that Katy Perry's in a bathtub, that Beyonce's in a bathtub, that Rihanna's in a bathtub, that Madonna's in a bathtub. The list goes on and on and on. Nicki Minaj is in a bathtub. All of them, they just love baths. Everybody likes a good old bath in their video. There's no art. Everybody goes, these people are so artistic. Look how artistic the musician is. They're all doing the same thing. So what's so artistic about it if they're all doing the same exact thing? Hello? Hi, sheep. This is reality calling. Examine the videos and show me what's artistic. It's all the same symbols. They're doing the same things over and over. And you're so slow and asleep that you can't even see that they're doing the same exact things. Learn what these things mean. Don't just put a wall up and go, no, they're not, you're crazy, because I've never studied the occult or Satanism, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm not gonna, you're stupid. That's what these people say, and they're so dumb. They're so asleep. Okay, so you get her in the bathtub. It's representative of the satanic baptism that is to come, the rebirth. Okay, we talked about Satanism and how you have to denounce Christ and be rebaptized in Satanism. Some of them actually go as far to have the blood in the bathtub, like Lil Wayne, like Eminem, like Machine Gun Kelly. All coincidences, of course, like we saw on the Lex Luthor scene. Okay, but a lot of the softer artists, like Demi Lovato, or Katy Perry, or Taylor Swift, will just use water. Okay, they're not going to go as far to show blood, because it might get a little too obvious with the females, especially the audience that their demographic is young girls, teenage girls, and then girls in their 20s and 30s. So they're not going to have that baby in blood, but it's symbolic of the baptism that is to come. They are all doing it in all of the videos. I pointed out over 50 times at least on this channel. I'm constantly pointing out, so pay attention and look for those things. Then you have the Out of the Woods video. I did a separate video on it. I know a lot of people have tried to debunk it and say what it means, and everybody's entitled to their opinion on what it means to them as far as the Illuminati symbolism. But in my studying of that song, they're talking about coming out of the woods. The woods are representative of the witches who have always been cast out into the woods to perform their rituals, to perform their spells, because that's where they perform it. The entire history of life, they've been performing it in darkness and secrecy in the woods, underneath churches, underneath temples. And the song is talking about coming out of the woods. Are we in the clear? It's not talking about her boyfriend. It's not talking about a breakup. It's talking about how the witches are coming out of the woods and they're coming into the clear. They're being accepted as normal now. They're in the clear. They don't have to hide it anymore because everybody's accepting of it. That is what that song represents. So she has that. Then you also can see her randomly with the number 13 on her hand over and over and over. And if you actually look into what the 13 means, Taylor goes on to say, I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in 13 weeks. My first #1 song had a 13-second intro. Every time I've won an award, I've been seated in either the 13th seat, the 13th row, or the 13th section. Alright, if you're buying that, you need to get off whatever you're on. You need to do a complete body and mental detox. that's not the most. She's only ever been seated in seat 13 deliberately, right? Or she's asked for. I mean, yes, I'm sure. That's why she has it written on her hand over and over. This number 13 is one of the most symbolic numbers to the Satanism, to satanic occult worship, to devil worship. We know 666 is the number of the beast, but 33 is symbolic to them. 13 is symbolic to them, as we all know. 13 represents the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, the 13 families who control the Illuminati and work directly with Lucifer, the Council of 13. These are the 13 families that control the world, the 13 bloodlines. They are all linked through bloodlines. They run and control all forms of industry, all forms of media, everything. And they work directly under Lucifer. They work with him directly. They take their orders directly from Satan. So the number on her hand is not randomly there as a coincidence. I've never heard of something more ridiculous. And people buy it. I mean, that's how easily you can get away with things these days. I mean, imagine 100 years ago talking about stuff like this. Somebody wearing 666 on their hand. Somebody would probably hang them on a tree. Now, if they saw it, they'd say, what does that mean? I mean, doesn't that mean the devil? And they can go, no. 6 is the month I was born, and then 66 is my favorite number because I saw it once on a race car. So I put the 3 together and put it on my hand. Oh, okay. Because I thought it might have meant, something with Satan. No, it doesn't mean that. And no one will be suspicious of it because the guy's probably wearing a suit. Just like Taylor Swift walks around blonde hair and lipstick on, and she plays the part of the cute, quirky girl. Why would anybody be suspicious of it? Unless they knew the signs, unless they studied Satanism. Everybody out there comes here and criticizes these videos because they don't have a clue about it. Study Satanism. Oh, it doesn't exist? Oh, okay, right. Well, you'll find out real soon when the trumpets sound that it did exist. And you had your warning, and hopefully at some point in your life you repent and find Jesus Christ so you can see that he is the way, the life, and the truth, and everything else is a lie, which we're told in the Bible. But nobody wants to question people like Taylor Swift because they're so cute and quirky running around acting like that. You even see in one of her videos, she goes out of her way to bite the apple, right? Which is symbolic with a lot of different things, including the eating of the forbidden fruit, right, in the garden. They show a man do the pyramid with his hands, and then she bites into the apple with the red lipstick on. Or if you want to say, oh, it's symbolic of Snow White. Oh, okay, well, that's still symbolic of witchcraft and being a part of a coven, okay? All of these things are. But it's symbolic of her eating of the forbidden fruit. That's what it means. You have every symbol you could possibly want. Taylor Swift is showing it to you. But you don't hear about it. You'll hear about Marilyn Manson, maybe people will be suspicious of with Satanism, but they still think it's a joke. But Taylor Swift comes across as the cleanest, quirkiest, nicest girl, and everybody picks on her. And then when something goes wrong with someone like Kesha, you'll have her come out and say, I'm going to give money to her and save her life. And everybody just goes, man, Taylor Swift's the nicest person alive. And there's more symbols than just that. You'll constantly see Taylor throwing up the peace sign, the V, right, representing a Venus, another occult satanic hand symbol that they've indoctrinated the youth into doing, which they think means peace, as in world peace, or some sort of peace, happiness, everything is good, everything is cool, part of a hippie movement symbol, which is really a satanic symbol, but they keep indoctrinating people with it. You have kids throwing up the sign. So you're telling me a kid's at like a party drinking, someone takes a photo, he suddenly throws up a peace sign. He doesn't even realize why he's doing it. Is he saying, world peace? Of course not. But that's what the celebrities constantly throw up symbols like that, because they indoctrinate people with it. People see it, then they just regurgitate it and do it. They don't even realize that they're falsely sending up signals that worship Satan, just like the devil horns. You'll see her even doing the shh sign, which we talked about. Right, the joke's on us. Shh. Keep it a secret. The secret's out. The problem is that the sleeping sheep will not listen and wake up. Right? Wolf in sheep's clothing, folks. That's what these people are. They're all wolves dressed as sheep. And that is how they come across as false idols. And that is how our brothers and sisters have been led astray down this hole. Because they hear people like me. I'm not pushed on television as a nice, great guy. No one knows who I am. So they go, oh, who's this guy on YouTube? Or who are these other truthers, these losers, some truthers on there making fun of, Taylor Swift. When we're going out of our way to expose these people because we've studied Satanism, we've studied the Illuminati, we've studied Masonry, and we know what the symbols are and the signs are because they're codes. And they're showing you their codes. You have to use these false idols as ammunition to wake people up because it's the easiest way to get somebody to wake up. Look at all of these people doing the same same exact things in all of their videos. It is not a sign of art. It is a blatantly obvious sign, if anything, that they're in cahoots with each other. Are they all calling each other? Did you get the black and white tile? Yeah. What about the bathtub? Oh, of course I got the bathtub in. Everybody takes baths. Nobody out there be suspicious about it, right? No. Did you get the 666 sign in? Yeah. How about the all-seeing eye? Yeah, got that too. Birdcage? Yup. Mirrors? Yup. Monarch butterfly? Yup. Any lightning above? Yeah, got that in too. X symbol representing Antichrist? Yep, got that in. Whew, great. Good talk. Glad we all got that in there, and all the videos that you will ever see of every musician ever, they all do it in every single one. But nobody's going to catch on. Nobody's going to be suspicious of anything because nobody can think properly. Because nobody's thinking. No one out there is thinking, folks. Nobody. Everybody is on their device, sound asleep, walking around like zombies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I am here to point out the obvious signs because they are obvious and they are everywhere. Now let's continue to expose these people. Let's continue to lead people back to Jesus Christ because that's what this is about. Exposing evil, exposing Satanism, making people realize that they are under a spell, that they are worshiping false idols, just like the scriptures tell us. And we have to bring everybody back into believing in Jesus Christ Yeshua because he is the only way to our Father in heaven. The only way is through belief in Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life. I thank you for listening to today's show, everybody. God bless all of you. May peace be with you.